Alright, I'ma just get straight to the point. Halloween was a decent start with its fair share of flaws, but not a deal breaker. Halloween Kills was a mess from start to finish, but at least it was entertaining. But Halloween Ends is a corrosive pile of steamy hot garbage. I'd rather be curb stomped by Michael Myers than watch this trash. I'd rather get my ass kicked in my own home by Busta Rhymes doing Kung Fu than view this dookie. I'd rather watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 than... Back when they announced Halloween 2018, I didn't expect a full-on trilogy to come with it, but it was a welcome surprise. You see, as much as I love these films, I always thought all the sequels were... lackluster, to say the least. They just never felt like the right continuation story-wise. Halloween 2 had a slew of issues behind the scenes and just came off very rushed in its final presentation, but I always thought it had somewhat of a satisfying ending. Then there's the Thorn trilogy, which just felt like 3 versions of the same movie, with each one getting progressively worse as they continued. Yo, what the fuck? It was an interesting idea in concept to have Michael Myers be part of some strange ancient Celtic cult. That's the reason why he kills his family, blah blah blah. So it's clear that the Thorn trilogy just didn't have a set plan in motion. Just like the DCEU, from the start there was no clear plan set. It was just a bunch of random bullshit that they were trying to combine together, and obviously it's not gonna fit. H2O is okay in my book. Aside from Laurie, every other character in this movie is just probably the blandest we've seen in the entire series. Just a bunch of random run-of-the-mill early 2000 teens in a horror movie. For me, there's just so many little tiny things holding this movie back from being the great successor to the original. Especially Michael Myers' design. Oh my God, does he look goofy? Not good. And it never helps when your production is so messy that you can't even find a Michael Myers mask lying around, so you resort to using a CGI mask. Rob Zombie's Halloween films I'll save for a whole other video, but just know I'm very mixed on them. Except you. I hate you. Now for our main focus.
I mean, it's alright, like...
To be honest, I really didn't like Halloween 2018 when it first came out. Mostly for a few specific reasons. I thought Michael having to rely on a crazy German doctor to break him out of prison was a lame way for Michael's 40-year return to start. Like, you're telling me the same guy who can survive multiple gunshot wounds, being set on fire, getting stabbed in the neck, and crush people's heads with ease couldn't break himself out of prison? What, was he really just gonna sit in prison for the rest of his life?
I'm not coming out this bitch.
And then I wasn't too fond of the kills either. They constantly cut away from them, and most of them were done off screen, so I thought that was pretty lame. But after rewatching it, I realized how close this film was to being a perfect Halloween sequel. I mean, just the soundtrack alone I could go on for hours about. And there were great performances all around. I'd honestly say that no one really felt out of place in this movie. If I could choose anyone, it'd probably be the couple, the little podcast couple in the beginning of the movie, because it felt like they didn't know where to take the characters, and that's why they're kind of killed halfway through the film. So that was a little disappointing, but other than that, I thought they did great. I thought the family dynamic was very interesting and showed the different ways people of Haddonfield dealt with the original killings. Like Laurie becoming batshit crazy and not being a loving mother to her daughter. It was a great way for them to take Laurie's character in a new direction. You see, in this film, Laurie was more obsessed with Michael than he was with her, and I like that change a lot. Even with me preferring them being siblings, I didn't mind the retcon at all. I think it served the story well, and that's what matters the most. Low-key making Michael want to kill Laurie just because he wants to kill his whole family does the character some disservice. It gives Michael Myers a motive for his murders, and that's where I think so many of these sequels mess up. They tried too hard to explain him in depth, to give him a reason for why he kills. The Thorn trilogy made him part of a Celtic cult, the H2O timeline made him a man hell-bent on tracking down and murdering his sister, the remake Trilogy had Michael come from a traumatic white trash family upbringing, then made him a hobo. What made Michael Myers scary in the first film was the fact that he didn't have a specific motive. You don't know what this guy wants, what he's thinking, or what he will do. He's an unpredictable evil force of nature. I guess my main point to take away is I like to think of Michael Myers in the same vein as the Joker in terms of knowing their origin story. The less you know, the better. Overall, decent start. 6 out of 10. Halloween Kills is where you start to lose me in this trilogy. Taking place on the same night wasn't a bad idea. I mean, it's been done before with mixed results. But it's the overall lack of focus in the story that really brings this movie down. Who the hell is the main character here? It's not Laurie. She's in the hospital the whole damn film. Is it Hawkins since we open up with his origin story and follow up with revealing that he survived the last film? No, he's in the hospital too. Well, how about the nice couple right here that we just started the film off with? They're fucking dead. How about Tommy, Karen, Allison, Michael Myers? The movie just jumps from one group of dumbasses to the next, and then each group loses a member and ends up recouping to form a new group of even dumber dumbasses. I'd say the only thing this movie did right was Michael Myers, so thank God for that. In my opinion, this is the best Michael Myers has been since the original in H2O. Michael's an unstoppable beast. In this film, he just takes on an entire town and wins. And when it's revealed that he was never really after Laurie at all, I thought it was a fantastic change. This old ass man isn't looking to finish the job, he was just trying to go back home to the place where it all started. His first kill. I love this, this is amazing. It just sucks that they wasted Tommy's return. The dude's just a raging jackass just like the rest of the town.
We got this, Karen.
How'd you lose?
Karen gets killed at the end out of nowhere, and then all these other characters' potential is just squashed for the sake of a higher body count. Which is cool, because that was my main complaint of the previous film. All the kills and the effects in this movie are incredible. It is awesome to see this. I was entertained throughout the entire experience, so I'll give them that. It is fun to watch, but not at the sake of character development in the story. Now, all the characters are just brain-dead NPCs set on suicide missions because they think to themselves they gotta take on Michael Myers one-on-one because of some brief past they have with him.
Okay, so the key is we stick together.
Now I'm going in alone.
What the f***?
And since we were talking about Cameron's dad, I want to talk about Cameron himself. It was one of the weirdest things I thought in Halloween 2018, how his character just kind of shows up and then just leaves out of nowhere. Like, it seems like they would have wrapped it out some way, or maybe he would have been killed by Michael Myers as a karma kind of thing for cheating on Allison or something. He isn't given a character arc, he isn't given a chance to develop. He's just here for the sake of a higher body count.
Cameron never had a redeeming character arc, so why is the audience supposed to care about his death? He was an asshole in Halloween 2018, and then he just comes back, all unannounced, and we're supposed to love him again? It's not like he's even trading his life for Allison. I just can't believe the movie expects us to care deeply about Cameron's death when they didn't bother to develop him as a character and give him a complete arc.
Essentially, this film was just a hodgepodge of botched and half-assed ideas. Hopefully the next film will tie all these loose ends together and give these characters more to do. Oh, who am I fucking...
How do we start off talking about this? Okay, let's start off with something positive. Name one thing you liked about the movie. Go ahead, mijo. What'd you like?
There's no perfect trilogy to compare this one to more than the Star Wars sequel trilogy. A promising start, an audience-splitting sequel, and then a steaming pile of shit. As much as I didn't like Halloween Kills, I can still say I was entertained watching the whole thing, and Michael Myers was at his best in the entire series since the original. In Ends, he's just pushed aside for another slasher.
Move, bitch!
This sewer-dwelling geezer is a side character in his own story.
First time.
This film decides that it's going to focus on an entirely new character named Corey instead of delivering the epic final confrontation between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode it promised.
He killed my daughter, but tonight, I will kill him.
Or hell, even focusing on any of the previously established characters. The sheriff doesn't even show up until the end of the film, and my god, don't even get me started on how they did my boy Hawkins dirty.
Hi.
All this guy does is talk about goddamn cherry blossoms the whole film. He does nothing!
Who knows, maybe I'll fly over for the cherry blossoms. I would like to see those cherry blossoms.
What was it you were saying about those cherry blossoms?
Let's see. No Riz having ass! You saved his character from his death in 2018, brought him back in Kills, gave him a backstory, set him up and everything, had a perfect line for redemption.
He needs to die, and I'm the one who's gonna get him.
And what do you do with this character? You have him talking about goddamn flowers!
Help!
I also just want to throw this out here before I start ranting about the movie any further. No hate towards Rohan Campbell or any of the other actors in this film. They're all incredible at what they do, and it's just really sad to kind of see their potential wasted, especially with an awesome franchise like Halloween. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's talk about this! Peacock. So the movie starts off with Corey babysitting a shithead kid. 5 minutes later, the kid locks Corey in a closet. Corey Sparta kicks the bitch open and the kid gets launched at like Mach 4 down the 3 stories.
What was that?
Damn, I forgot. I don't think I can show that on YouTube. Yeah. Well, I think it was all pretty goofy. I didn't mind that we started with a new character. Hi. My main issues start as soon as the intro is finished, which I will throw in there is a really cool intro. You see, it's been 4 years since Michael Myers wiped out half the population of Haddonfield. After that, he went into hiding somewhere. Probably to heal from, you know, wiping out half the population of Haddonfield. But that's the thing. I don't think this 4-year time skip was necessary. Obviously, some significant time skip was needed so Laurie and Hawkins could realistically heal from their wounds and be at full strength. But 4 years? And in that time, Laurie bought a house, lives with Allison, and is writing a book. That's it.
Wow.
You know, you'd think after a 60-year-old man wipes out half the population of your entire town, you'd want to call someone to arrest him, right? No SEAL Team 6, the FBI, the CIA, fucking Noble Team Batman, I don't know.
You broke my fucking hands!
So Corey's the main focus of this film. And what better way to introduce him to us by having him get bullied by fucking band kids?
We part of the band club.
We part of the band club.
No, the marching band.
We're part of the marching band right there. So you think you's gonna get us a couple of...
Nigga, we part of the march.
I don't know if he can say that, man. I couldn't make this up if I tried.
Or in the fucking marching band.
Literally, one of them is constantly twirling around a drumstick.
I want to apologize.
He still has those drumsticks. So these musical monstrosities bully him once. Laurie saves him and takes him to the medical center where Allison works at, and it's love at first sight.
I love you.
And so far in this film, I really didn't see anything too crazy or too negative. I mean, this was just a setup. It just seems like a really bad romance film. Almost like a bootleg Hallmark movie.
Just burn it all to the ground.
I light the match. And you think you can fix me, but you can't. I'll spare you the heartache.
It makes no sense aside from physical attraction that she would fall for this shithead. The dude constantly blows her off, insults her trauma and grandmother, and is probably stinky, but she loves him. So after ditching Allison at the party, Corey runs into his mortal enemies again. But this time he has a knife, so there's no possible way he could... Oh my god.
Little psycho bitch.
Oh, she got him. Yep, that's it. There he goes.
Shit. I didn't push nobody. He fell. Bullshit. He fell? Yeah, that's my story.
He's gonna be sleeping with the fishes now.
That is that character,
So
bro.
stupid.
Fuck.
Then soon after, something drags him into the sewers. And that someone is Michael Myers, about 40 minutes in. And while I was watching this scene, I was just thinking to myself, why didn't Michael just kill Corey? Was he just waiting for him to wake up to kill him for some thrill's sake? Or maybe someone's been dragging people into the sewers to almost feed Michael Myers? The answer is no. Michael just lets him wake up just so he can conveniently walk over to the exact same hole in the wall where Michael then chokes him.
Oh, harder, Daddy.
And this is where the film begins its even steeper downward spiral. Michael Myers then gets a Bruce Willis Unbreakable preview of Corey's life. Then he lets him go.
What the hell is going on?
When Michael Myers choked him in the sewers, and then he got like the flashback. Michael Myers was like, "Oh my god,
I can't do this."
He looked at me, he said, Corey, you're just like me for real.
So from what I've deciphered, when Michael Myers locked eyes with Corey is as follows. Michael saw in Corey's eyes the same thing that Dr. Loomis saw in his eyes all those years ago.
This blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
So that's why he let him go. He saw pure evil. I hated this. Now, I've seen people theorize that it's just Michael transferring his evil powers over to Corey, which if you ask me is even dumber. I mean, why now? Of all the times that this man has been going around killing people, does he decide now's a good time to go spread my evil? If that's the case, why isn't he just spreading that bitch everywhere? Why kill all these other potential serial killers, but not this guy?
no."
When watching it, my mouth was gaping wide open in absolute disbelief of this fuckery I was witnessing. You're telling me Michael dragged Corey in the sewers to then try and kill him, but then he lets him go because he sees that Corey killed someone before, and now that makes him a potential force of evil? So what about the other hundreds of people Michael's killed or almost killed? You're telling me not one of them also killed someone, whether it's like a car accident or during a war? I don't know. If the reason isn't because Corey killed someone, it's because Michael Myers sees him as a potential force of evil he wants to influence, why would he care? This man kills men, women, children. Not babies. He eats fucking dogs.
Goddamn.
Why would this make Corey any different? Why not just make Corey an actual psychopathic killer? Because from the get-go, he doesn't come off as this force of evil.
You don't have to fix it right now.
I don't have my stuff, but I am at the shop tomorrow.
He was a pretty enjoyable character in the beginning and stuff, and I feel like they really did him a disservice by riding him like a bitch the rest of the movie.
Rest of the fucking thing, I did, bro.
The dude is just a normal, awkward, small-town dude. Though I will say later we see his mom's a fucking nutjob that slaps him and then kisses him afterwards.
Oh no. No.
I'm gonna fucking throw up. I'm gonna fucking...
It's really strange, but the movie never goes anywhere with these ideas, and they never delve into Corey's psyche at all. And then that scene's followed by this.
I hope you find love.
We were the only ones in the theater that just started dying at that scene. Please, someone in the comments, if you made it this far in the video, please, for the love of God, just tell me you laughed at that scene too. This is Rick Moose's theme song. You don't fuck with Rick Moose. No! Aside from these hints, there's never any other moments we get exploring his character or backstory. It's just that one scene with his mom and then obviously the murder in the beginning of the film. So he just comes across as a nice dude caught in a bad situation. You can make the argument that a killer can be anyone, looks don't always matter, and I 100% agree with that. I also agree with the message that the film I think was trying to get across, that it can be society that creates the monster, whether it's idolization of a serial killer or the constant harassment from fellow people. And I think really the release and massive popularity of the Jeffrey Dahmer TV show on Netflix definitely adds some weight to that argument too.
Did the town do this to him after the accident? Or was it always there?
So on the nose. Was it nurture or was it nature? Why is your kid such a bad person? It's just like, they don't give it any, what's the word? It's not like sugarcoating, but you gotta sprinkle that in there and not just slap it in our face like that. So you might be wondering to yourself, what about Lori? What's she doing?
I like your face. I mean, I like seeing your face.
So do you. I mean, I do too. I like seeing you too.
What the hell is this? Corey then heads back into the sewers, fights Michael Myers and wins, and then takes his mask.
Michael, what have they done to you?
He beats Michael Myers. By this logic, if I'm correct, if Corey beats Michael Myers and Corey gets beaten by the band kids, that means that Michael Myers would lose to a bunch of band kids. Fuck this movie. But Dom, you might be asking. Michael Myers was weakened at the end of Halloween Kills. Didn't look like it. He still managed to sneak into a heavily guarded house and kill Karen in a stupid last-second death to shock the audience. But Dom, Michael hasn't killed people in over 4 years. He's weak because of the lack of killing. So you're telling me without Corey, Michael Myers would have just died in the sewers from old age? It took some 21-year-old dude to literally bring people to him in order for Michael Myers to get back to normal. And now I guess they're best buds. It's just some dude beating off in the corner.
What is it though? Hold on. I genuinely don't know what the fuck that is. She doesn't hear that?
No, why would you?
Oh,
it's dark. It was too dark. Hey, can you turn on the lights in here? What? Get it? I'm not gonna lie, I think I skipped like 70% of this movie in this review just because I'm trying to summarize it, but I'm not even kidding. This movie is literally just Corey and Allison talking about how much pain they're in. Terrible waste of Allison's character.
That was what the movie was
a bunch
about.
of movies put into one. It's it tries to be Halloween, but then at the same time it also tries to be Drive with Ryan Gosling in it.
Corey continues his rampage and finally tries to kill Laurie Strode. It's pretty cool though, I'll admit. I mean, Laurie puts on this little act where she's about to end her own life, but instead she just turns around and pops a cap in Corey's neck. But of course, no cool moment can last in this film, and then they do this one thing that I absolutely hate in movies. Corey decides to stab himself in the neck because he hears Allison pulling up in her car. This way, Laurie gets blamed for his death, and then she thinks that her innocent boyfriend has just been murdered by her crazy-ass grandmother. So she freaks out and drives away. Only to then realize about 2 minutes later that her boyfriend's actually a psychopathic killer by seeing the radio tower on fire. Then, Michael Myers re-emerges from the shadows to take back his mask. You see how all of this sounds like a big mess when I say the plot out loud? Of course, I'm leaving out smaller details, but even then, the story just starts to ramp up the pace out of nowhere. It just feels like they're just trying to rush to the ending and get everything over with. So as Michael Myers finally takes his mask back from Corey's corpse, boom! Corey's actually still alive! And then Michael just kills him.
But why didn't Michael Myers kill him before?
It's because you needed to, It was a good movie.
Why? It was established that these two were buddies of some sort. I mean, they killed a girl and her sugar daddy earlier. Why does he kill him now? Is it because he beat his ass in the sewer for the mask? Nothing is fucking explained. This leads to a lame final battle between Laurie and Michael, where instead of outsmarting Michael like she does before, she just straight up overpowers him and throws a fridge on his leg that he can't get off, so he's just kind of struggling on like the little kitchen counter.
The last movie set him up as this massive, unkillable bad guy driven by pure evil, and as long as he's killing people, none of that's true. In this movie, he's just a fucking old man who gets beat up by a geriatric woman who sells yogurt that makes you poop, and this new kid I don't give a fuck about.
I guess he's still weakened, but he's still able to lift a girl in the air and stab her with a knife so far through her body it pins her to the wall. But a fridge, Michael's one weakness. So Laurie slits Michael's throat and wrists, then the whole town comes out of nowhere and strings him to the top of a car, and then they throw him in a crusher. The end. Oh, his mask is just sitting there. I'll go ahead and say this before my final thoughts. The town dragging him around like a hunting trophy was fucking awesome. They've been plagued by Michael Myers for over 40 years, so it's kind of satisfying to see all these characters celebrate his death. I can appreciate David Gordon Green and Danny McBride trying out new ideas and exploring older themes that have been long forgotten in this mostly stagnant franchise, such as evil changing shape and the fact that some people can just be straight up irredeemable monsters.
No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death.
But the main issue is that this movie also tries to end this 40-year-long rivalry, be a romance piece, a run-of-the-mill slasher flick, and finally introduce it all in the final act of this trilogy.
Or in the fucking Martians, man.
I give Halloween Ends a 2 out of 10. There we go, that's it. No more Halloween movies, I'm done.
That's a wrap? I thought you was gonna do the rest.
Hell no. No. I don't want to do any more Halloween movies, no more Michael Myers, no Corey movies. I'm done. I did the trilogy. We're gonna watch something else. Like
White Chicks.
Yeah. Yeah, White Chicks is good.
I want to watch White Chicks.
Yeah, let's watch White Chicks.
Sounds
Yeah.
nice. It
Ready?
really does. Yeah.
Christian, help! Christian, help! It's Michael fucking Myers! Ah! Again!
Oh my god!
We have to do something! We have to do something! It's working! It's working!
We did it.
Life gives you lemons. Why are you laughing at him? You just killed him with a lemon. Hey, wait a minute. You're not Michael Myers?
Who the hell are you?
I know who you are. You're Marlon Wayans, right?
No.
One of the Wayans brothers.
That's not. Try again.
Or Bike.
Nope.
That was just short for Bikel,
No,
right?
no. Try again. Like
Bikel Byers.
Who the fuck is that?
My Uncle Bruh.
Who's the
Right?
What? No.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
I know who you
one.
are.
Last one. Last
You're
try.
Common, the R&B singer,
You
right?
gotta go. Corey?
You're right, Dom. It's me, Corey. And you keep on shitting on my fucking movie? I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that goddamn film. You're just jealous of what I've accomplished, okay? First of all, I'm Michael Myers' predecessor. I'm better than you. My bitch, bad. My money, up. My movie, what are you doing?
The blackest eyes